This is a real thing. Japanese rescue teams have repeatedly risked hypoxia, low temperature, and other risks for rescue. The prosecution took place on Mount Fuji in Japan in 2013. At that time, 3 veteran members with extensive mountaineering experience and 3 mountaineering beginners meeting at 4 a.m. on December 1st. Mount Fuji is 1,236 meters above sea level in Terabodomo. Confirm one of them on the day. Experienced members due to, I was unable to participate in this mountaineering activity for my own reasons. The remaining 5 men went up the mountain with a little preparation. It was a fine day near the top of the mountain, but the temperature is as low as about -15 degrees. A group of 5 reached the altitude on Mount Fuji at 10:20, 3,390 meters. Note: rest stop. At this time, a female senior was unwell. Now only the veteran member Miyata remains, and 3 beginners. Miyata feels a lot of pressure to lead 3 newbies. However, after a short rest, they continued to move forward. The ancient wind forced them closer to the top of the mountain. The forward speed is getting slower and slower. 11:05 they come to an altitude of 3,600 meters. Several people look for a comfortable position to rest for a short time. The terrain at this time is all slopes. Miyata wants to connect everyone with ropes to better ensure the safety of teammates. When a member is about to slip, other members can pass. The rope takes prompt measures, prevent accidents from happening, requires great technical skills and quick judgment. Takahashi ignores this. Just then, a teammate fell to the ground while standing on his feet. Slide down the slope, under the pull of the rope. The other 3 failed to hold back their fallen teammates. Instead, they were dragged down together. For people are like a kite dragging a string, instantly slid to an altitude of 3,469 meters. They hit a rock before they stopped. The altitude drop is as high as 130 meters. The second person lay there motionless, and this scene just happened to be by them. Another group of climbers above saw. The team members yelled at them but failed. Get a response. The last few people want to go down to help the 4 people who fell. Stopped by their captain Shimizu. Shimizu considers this section of the slope to be dangerous. It's not easy to get up. Going down is even harder. So at 11:14 a.m., Shimizu helped them call for rescue. Everyone wanted to wait in place for the rescue team to arrive. But it will take some time for the hilltop rescue team to arrive here, and every second lost, they could all be in danger. They had to go to the top of the mountain first, find another way down the mountain. 11:45 Clearwater team arrives at the top of the mountain, and they came down a different route, arrived at the scene again at 12:40, although it is a little slower in time, but much safer. At this point they found that the rescue team had not yet arrived. Shimizu dialed the rescue number again to inquire about the situation. It turned out that the rescue helicopter came and flew away. After the plane arrived at the scene, it was found that visibility was poor, and there was fog and strong winds. I can only temporarily circle nearby and wait for the fog to dissipate. The Clearwater team found out while inspecting the 4 wounded. One of them suffered severe blows to the chest and head. There's no sign of life. The court and Takahashi both lie on the ground with broken legs. They're still conscious, but you can't move. The only woman in the team. It's a fractured pelvis and ribs. Everyone will put their own. Leave the equipment to the injured 3. Encourage 3 people together to hold on. And this time, rescue team planes are back on the scene again. Strong air currents and white fog. As a result, the helicopter cannot approach at all, even a well-trained rescue team. In such a difficult environment, difficulty in launching rescue operations quickly. Eventually the fuel ran out and no one was rescued. The helicopter had to leave first, go back and refuel. The crowd made another rescue call, hoping for another way to rescue. Police said, Jinggang County Police Air Force will be ready to depart again in 3 to 4 hours. Simultaneous mountains. The rescue team arrived at a rest stop at an altitude of 2,380 meters. Walk out, carry out rescue. The police advised the Clearwater team to leave the mountain first. Because of the long wait, it will make everyone's physical condition worse and worse. The Shimizu team discussed going down the mountain around 2:30. The fractured woman in Miyata's team stood up with pain. He sees that the current situation is not good. Fear of being left behind again. He tries not to be in front of everyone. Show pain. Ask the Clearwater team to take him down the mountain with him. 2:30 Shimizu agrees to take this woman down the mountain. Helicopters can be heard on their way down the mountain. The roar of the plane. 3:48 p.m. The rescue helicopter arrived at the scene of the accident again. Rescue workers saw Miyata's consciousness is rapidly declining. I had to take him on a plane to the hospital first. The sun sets early here. They have until 4:33 to complete the rescue. After the plane took off, 4:08 another helicopter arrives at the scene. Soon Takahashi was successfully hoisted onto the plane. After takeoff altitude of about 200 meters, rescue workers hold the plane in one hand. Cooperate with the staff above. Lift Takahashi into the plane. Found when dragging in Takahashi's footsteps, something was caught by the plane. When rescuers try to adjust the angle, Takahashi accidentally falls out of rescue sling. It shows falling off the plane. Rescuers immediately clamp the high bridge between their legs. The person on top also clutched the back collar tightly. The pilot sees this, slowly lower the plane to a distance, a few meters on the ground. During the descent of the plane, rescuers' leg strength reached its limit. Takahashi finally fell from a height of 4 meters to the ground. They came down again to help Takahashi install rescue suspenders, but due to the fatigue of the rescuers, and having just flown up very quickly, causing altitude sickness and hypoxia, in poor physical condition, can't install rescue sling efficiently. During installation, the landing gear of the plane touches the ground multiple times. The aircraft has a maximum hovering altitude of 3,109 meters, and they're at 3,400 meters above sea level. When the air pressure drops, helicopter can't get enough life force. Hovering can be quite difficult and unstable. For 30 rescue workers had to give up the rescue. His tired body, unsteadily being pulled back into the plane. They wanted someone else go down and install the rescue sling, but the people on the plane are not in good condition either. Evacuated the scene with regret. 7:30 p.m. 6.5 hours of walking and rescue, but only the team member who had passed away was found. They speculate that Takahashi is at the crash site. It is about 650 meters away from the sliding point. Due to darkness, until 8:30, the foot rescue team still couldn't find Takahashi. They had to give up the rescue again. The day after the accident, at 8:45 a.m., the foot rescue team finally found Takahashi. Unfortunately, he died of cardiopulmonary arrest. 2 people died in this incident. The other 2 were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. January 2016, Takahashi's wife files a lawsuit against the city of Jingoka. Claim Jingeng City Fire and Aviation Brigade was negligent in its rescue operations. Claims compensation of approximately 92 million yen. However, the lawsuit was ultimately rejected. After this incident, air travel decision, subsequent rescues at altitudes above 3,100 meters. No more helicopters.